Hello! This video is going to be about my character, Valentine Beckett. Valentine is a young adult woman standing at 4'11". She is of the species Peku, which I used to call my demons. As you will see from this video, her design consists of dark brown skin, white hair, and olive-colored eyes. Her hair length was recently changed to be longer than it used to be. Valentine is an incredibly sweet and gentle woman, with a particular fondness for children, as she wants to be the mother that she never had while being raised. Her mother happened to die early on in her life, and as a result, she was raised by her father. Her father was an overbearing man who mistreated her greatly. To outsiders, he simply seemed like he was being overprotective, when in reality, he was mistreating his daughter behind closed doors, mostly through yelling and insulting her. This led to Valentine developing a fear of most men. However, there are exceptions. Despite these exceptions, her experiences with men have been incredibly unpleasant, making her fear stronger as time goes by. In her adult life, she began dating Bailey, which only led to Bailey mistreating her as well. Ultimately, Valentine broke up with Bailey, leaving him confused and very angry. This led to an altercation between the two, ending in Valentine dying and becoming a Peku. Due to this species change, Valentine is unable to conceive. She is a high school dropout who acquired her GED only to attend Trinity College, which is where she met Bailey. She is extremely interested in light-hearted horror, or at least non-offensive and non-explicit horror. This is because she is sensitive to many topics as well as gore. She suffers from dyscalculia as well as dyslexia. Despite this, she has no diagnosis for them, and as a result is not aware that she has them. For this reason, she suffers in school, causing her to receive lower grades than she usually would, if not suffering from these conditions. She happens to have a martyr complex, feeling the need to sacrifice herself for others, as she feels that she owes others something. She has a habit of apologizing obsessively and blaming herself for anything that goes on. Anything negative, that is. She is incredibly quick to respond by crying to things such as yelling or even anger alone. Due to her history, she has grown to loathe herself very much. Valentine happens to have several piercings on her face, all done by herself after becoming a Peku. Before this transformation, her hair happened to be black rather than white like it is now. She is very interested in literature, especially poetry, which she happens to write herself. She happens to be attracted to women only, and her preference includes feminine and taller women. When it comes to her sense of fashion, she happens to wear all black clothing and is not very fond of skirts or dresses, and prefers to wear shorts as well as crop tops and knee socks. Her upbringing, plus the fact that she has Asperger's, has led to her developing severe social anxiety. Due to this, she avoids contact with most strangers unless she absolutely must interact with them. She has never seen a psychiatrist for her issues and as a result was never diagnosed with anything. Along with this, she is not aware that she suffers from anything. However, she does suspect PTSD due to how commonly it is referred to. Apart from her facial piercings, she also has her collarbones pierced, as well as her navel, or her belly button. Her aspiration is to one day become a mother of her own child. However, due to her inability to conceive, she has developed a habit of somewhat adopting others who are in need of parental figures. One character who is an example of this is Red Lovett. Valentine also happened to grow up in poverty, being homeless several times in her life. Nowadays, in the current state of the story, she is working as a nanny and a caretaker and earns her living through that, while attending school. She is incredibly fond of the goth subculture, in particular, the fashion of it. As I mentioned earlier, she has a fear of most men, but also has a fear of most animals, in particular, large dogs. And finally, she is mostly interested in the paranormal and the supernatural when it comes to horror. Very tame ends of it. I hope you found this interesting, so thank you if you made it this far watching or listening. I will see you guys again soon. Goodbye.